So welcome to the Forgotten City. We are back for part 3. I would like to apologise for the last episode. It did release quite late into the day, and when it released, it was only 360p. Some reason yesterday, and today actually, YouTube's been really slow with processing HD. Obviously being in 4K takes a little bit longer as well. Anyway, Milios is just there. He is running to govern this great weird... What even is this? I don't know. This place, basically. So he's quite an important figure. I have found a note. Reading mode. Okay. So Milios and Claudia curse you to the depths. By the time you read this, I'll already be dead. Because death is preferable to another day in debt. Oh, of course. May vultures peck out your liver. Ouch. Yeah, she's not fond of these two. That's for sure. So he could be a potential lead suspect. So we must ask the right questions.
Did you just leap into my villa from the
I
balcony
did. Look at his eyes.
100
Wow.
feet above? That was either extremely reckless or impressively clever. Well,
Clever. Definitely
why
clever.
have you risked life and limb to see me?
I want to know your story.
I'm Malleolus. And if it wasn't for
Malleolus.
this interruption, I'd be practicing my victory speech for the election later today.
How do you know you've won? Fair enough. Just say that. What will you do if you win?
I'm glad you asked. I'll finally restore freedom to this city, just as I've been promising. These good people have suffered long enough under Sentius's tyranny.
And how will you do that exactly?
By declaring there's no such thing as the Golden Rule. It's a children's fable exploited by Sentius to frighten us into submission. Wait, don't tell me you've fallen victim to that monstrous lie?
Okay, so I think we know what's going to happen here and why the Golden Rule is broken. Because he wins. And he's like, yeah, the Golden Rule is BS. Go for it. Do what you want. And then, yeah. The Golden Rule is broken and everyone dies. It's definitely real. I can promise you that.
Nonsense. There's no way you can prove that. If it was real and you'd seen someone break it, then you'd be dead already.
Well, interesting. Okay, I've got to be very careful here. I'm reliving the same day over and over again. The Golden Rule is broken each time. What would it take to prove it? Books, notes, what do you need? Even if I can't prove it, if I'm right, then accepting it will avert disaster. If I'm wrong, then accepting it will make the city a better place. Isn't that a good thing? I think the guy wants proof.
Surely, you're not one of those people who believes everything you read.
No.
As if a lie could be transformed into the truth by the simple act of writing it down.
Okay. That didn't quite go as well as I hoped. How about just to avert disaster?
I disagree. I'll be guided by what is best for the city's people, and that means giving them
He's
the
a stubborn
freedom
one.
to do as they wish.
I think this guy is an incredibly important figure in this storyline. If he becomes the leader, we're all doomed, basically.
What? Oh, I see what's happening here. Another poor, vulnerable soul taken in by Sentius's machinations. He won't get away with this much longer.
Okay, nothing seemed to work. Nothing worked there. Great.
True, but that is simply because you are mistaken.
How do we make him drop out of the election? I can only see one way, and that is breaking a golden rule, so I don't know what to do. Do you know a way out of here?
I'm afraid not. We're stuck down here together, for better or worse. We're all going to have to make the best of it.
What's your take on the golden rule?
You mean the children's fable exploited by Sentius to scare us all into doing what he wants?
Well, why don't you try it then? Break the golden rule. See what happens, you absolute imbecile.
Of course not. But as I always say, if Sentius can't protect his daughter, how can we trust him to protect this city?
He makes a good point. What aren't you? Oh, that's a good point, actually. Maybe he's involved in the disappearance. Maybe he did it on purpose to win the election.
Look, if you're trying to find her, you may wish to check the cisterns beneath this villa. Domitius says he saw a body there some weeks back.
I did
Of course,
check.
just to be clear, I take no responsibility for what happens to you down there.
I did check, and there's something down there.
I trust you can see yourself out. Through the door this time. There's a key just beside it.
Okay, I'm guessing that door will now stay open. Yeah, we have gone underneath. We have gone underneath this villa. There's something down there. I don't have a weapon, so it's not really a route we can take right now.
Still here.
Yep, still here, thank you. Don't be an arse. Oh, upstairs. Have we been upstairs yet? Oh, someone's subbing. Who is it? Oh, it's locked. Oh, damn, are you kidding me? How do I get in there? Well, that sucks. Someone's crying in there. Maybe I can help. Oh, so there's a key down here. I don't think that's the key for this door, though. Can we ask a question?
Still here. You again.
I can't ask him about the crying lady
I trust
upstairs.
you can see through the...
Alright, fine. Is that the key? There we go. Take it. That's now my key. I'm going to check upstairs. I don't believe this key's going to work, but you never know. A bust. I wonder if there's like a secret key under one of these busts. You never know. Probably not. Did it unlock? Yes! Beautiful! Who are you?
You're not supposed to be in here.
Can we talk?
Talk? What business could you possibly have with me?
Well, you was crying a second ago. Why are you locked in this room?
My marital affairs are no concern of yours. Thank you very much.
What's your story?
I think a better question is, why am I being interrogated by a stranger who just barged into my villa? I have quite enough marriage trouble already, without having to explain to my husband why I'm receiving strange men in private.
Good point. You make a good point. Do you know a way out of here at all?
Preferably the way you came in, by which I mean, please leave.
That's a bit mean. What do you think about the golden rule?
I think it's about to be broken if you don't hurry up.
Oh, that is okay. Interesting.
The dainty little thing from next door. Of course not. As much as I despise her father, I would never lay a finger on that poor, sweet child.
I think you're hiding something. I think you did lay a finger.
Well, I've had quite enough of this.
Domitius, come quickly. We're being robbed.
Oh, you are kidding me. You did not just do that.
Do I need to call Domitius? Get out.
Is he here? He's not here. No one's come to your aid yet. She's still crying, by the way. That's a fake
Do I need
tear.
to call Domitius?
Oh, damn you. Got a little look at this bus. Don't mind me. I've been given permission to look around, so don't mind me. I'm glad we got in here, though. Oh, tempting. Very tempting. Especially because she's such an arse and so rude. Well, I'll come back eventually. Thank you very much. I'm really surprised that key worked, honestly. Very surprised. And now we have access to the front door. Lovely. Where do we go now? I think we keep probing. Don't think he heard. He's just doing the old push-ups.
Oi! How did you get in there, you cheeky little stirkus? If I cop an earful from Malleolus, I'll be coming for you.
Ha ha. I think we already know who's going to vote for.
Whatever.
Yeah, let's go and do some more probing. Made some progress though. If you guys are wondering how I got in that villa, go and check the end of the last episode if you guys are playing it. And that will tell you how to do it. There's definitely people around here. That's locked. A locked door is always very suspicious. Who are you, my friend?
Greetings and salutations.
Okay.
Greetings. I'm Virgil.
So a friendly chap.
It gladdens me to see another foreigner in our midst. We must stick together, you and I. And I must say, my sartorial friend, your clothing is most extraordinary.
Well, thank you.
Leather boots in place of sandals, trousers with precise stitching, and such a curious design. I have traveled distant trade routes from the markets of Damascus to the farms of India, and never have I seen anyone dressed quite like you. Tell me, I must know, from which exotic part of the world do you hail?
My nation doesn't exist yet. I'm from beyond the edge of the known world. Wow. You'll never believe me if I told you.
And now you have me more intrigued than before. But since it appears you do not wish to share, I will wait until we are better friends.
Okay, I like
We
that.
will have much time here to get to know one another. But for now, do you require assistance? I know you do not require clothing, so information perhaps?
Information would be lovely. What is your story?
My story? How kind of you to ask. I am a tailor and I run the humble shop in the forum.
Okay. Why set up a tailor shop? I mean, it's pretty obvious, right? People need clothes still.
You mean to say, with all the turmoil and terror of the Golden Rule, and so few customers, why bother setting shop at all?
More or less, yes.
I'll tell you, it is precisely because of the Golden Rule that I wish to remind my friends of the importance of looking one's best. I say, the more of our customs we preserve down here, the more we can preserve a semblance of normality, the better our chances of keeping our health. Don't you agree?
I mean, I guess so.
Oh, and there is another reason too.
Oh, what?
If we all end up as golden statues for future generations to marvel at, I don't know about you, but I would like to look my best.
Good point, good point. How did you end up here?
A good question. A very good question indeed.
Well, answer it
And
then.
I would be happy to tell you if only I could remember it clearly myself.
They say that a lot, don't they? They always get a little bit confused. Yeah, what do you remember exactly?
I remember I had just been to Rome to sell an extraordinary
always in
selection of
Rome.
wares. And drawn
And
in
water.
coin, I decided to celebrate my success. I rented a prestigious villa
Again, the
by
river
the
again.
Tiber, invited over a few select friends, and we began making our way through some of the most exquisite wine money could buy. Quite a lot of it, in fact. Now, I have had visions and awoken in strange places before. I have even found myself naked in the desert sands more than once, but none of that compares to this. This time, I remember people screaming, then falling into a void as empty as time before creation, gasping for air, and then nothing. When I regained my faculties, I was lying naked by the banks of the Tiber, gods know how many miles from my villa.
So you floated down the Tiber.
Indeed. I'm lucky I was carrying a little extra weight. I believe it kept me afloat. In any case, it seems I'd been rescued and
That's my excuse
resuscitated
as well.
by a benevolent stranger. I went to find firewood for his campfire, stumbled across a cave, and discovered that trapdoor temple. And here I am.
Some people mentioned a coin. Okay.
Anything you like.
Seems very friendly. Do you know how we get out of here? I can probably guess what he's going to say.
Not so loud. What are you playing at?
Sorry.
I must ask you to stop that at once.
Ooh.
Have you not been told about the last attempt? Oh, then I suppose this duty falls to me. Ah, it is a long story.
Then why don't you tell me?
Of course, the first question any of us asks when we first arrive is, how do I escape? It is only natural after all. And scaling the chasm wall is out of the question, for it is simply too steep and too far. But as they say, if the wind fails, use the oars. And here the second option is to leave the way we came in, through the shaft above the bathhouse. See, the shaft is quite high, but if one gathered up enough wood, one could make a series of ladders and climb one's way out.
You want to try and make some ladders? I can do that.
I admire your enthusiasm, my friend, but please allow me to explain why this is inadvisable. There was an attempt made by resourceful fellows who lived here some years ago. They even decided to keep records of their escape attempt for posterity. Unfortunately, as soon as they began to carry the first ladder down the hallway, they heard a godlike voice shake the entire city, and that, tragically, is where their tale ends. So it seems that to merely attempt escape is to invite the wrath of whichever god oversees this place, and so I say it is best to not even discuss it aloud.
Got it. Thank you. Thank you for being clear and transparent. What do you think about the golden rule? Is it real?
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one. As a Greek, this is nothing new to me. It is how our gods operate. Have you not heard the tale of the god Hades? He was the first to learn this dreadful lesson when he abducted Persephone and imprisoned her in the underworld. When Demeter, the mother of Persephone, learned of this, she did not punish Hades, the guilty one. Instead, she changed the climate of Earth so that it became hot and dry. Nothing grew. The grain turned to empty husks and the rivers dried up. Innocent people died by the tens of thousands until at last the other gods were forced to act, lest they have no worshippers left. So yes, we know this rule. This has always been the case. The Golden Rule has merely brought it into focus. If we are to survive, I say we must each heed the simple wisdom of Thales of Miletus, first of the 7 sages of Greece, who said, "Avoid doing what you would blame others for doing." It does, doesn't it? But it is not enough for us to do this alone. For even if 99% of us adopt this principle, that will never be enough. Sadly, no matter how well we protect ourselves, the life's work of many good people can be undone in the blink of an eye by a single selfish act. Ah, the voice of experience. I am sorry for your loss, my friend. But on a lighter note, I will say one thing for the Golden Rule. For all their grim and haunting poses, these golden statues do make magnificent models for my clothing, do they not?
I guess they do. Who are you going to vote for?
That, my friend, is quite the dilemma. But after some reflection, I'm leaning toward voting for Malleolus. I do not enjoy the thought of another visit from Domitius if I voted the wrong way.
Anything I can do to change that?
Nothing comes to my mind, my friend.
Okay, I will be going for now. There's so much dialogue
I
in this
hope
game,
that
it's
our
crazy.
paths cross again soon, my friend.
It's good dialogue though as well. There's so many games where it can sound quite monotone, quite boring, a bit scripted, but yeah, it's... Oh, I can see under the door there. Hello? Right, let's see what we have available. We can try and update her a little bit. So we're trying to look for at least 3 common threads. We've only found 2 so far. Okay. We need 1 more. A river and coin. I don't actually remember the coin being mentioned that often, but interesting. Anyway. Yeah. So we need to find another common thread. So maybe we question some more people.
You look well, my Sartorian.
I do. I look very well.
Sometimes I stare
Hello.
at the great temple on the bluff.
We've spoken to him yet.
Whatever is in... Ah, a new face. Salve, and welcome to a little community. My name's impossible to pronounce for most people, so you can just call me Virgil. I
Virgil,
really have you
okay.
to thank for saving Julia's life.
Correct.
I'm glad you arrived when you did.
What's your story, my friend?
Well, I'm an architect. Or at least I was back in Rome. That's probably too grandiose a term to describe what I do here. Help out with repairs and try to stop old buildings from collapsing on people. That kind of thing. But you probably don't want to hear about the ingenious architecture or mysterious history of this place.
I'm interested. Tell me about the temple up on the bluff.
You mean the Great Temple?
Yes.
This one's a bit of a mystery. Given the way it's positioned so prominently, looking down on us, it's clear that whoever built it felt it was the most important temple in the city. Unfortunately, someone else went out of their way to keep its purpose a mystery. You see, usually a temple is dedicated to a particular god, like Proserpina or Diana or Apollo. Usually, that god is obvious. But in this case, it's unknown. There's an obelisk out the front, which probably used to bear the name of this unknown god. But it appears some barbarian defaced it. And of course we can't get inside because it's locked up tighter than the Temple of Saturn in Rome. And that contains the treasury. So we're all left wondering, which god is that temple dedicated to? And could it be the one responsible for the Golden Rule? Unless somebody figures out a way inside, I suppose we'll never know.
I need to find a way in there. I know I do. Tell me about the city's architecture.
Gladly. Personally, my favorite thing about this place is the aqueducts. Those series of adjoining arches. They're an ingenious feat of Roman engineering with a very practical purpose. They take fresh water coming from outside the city and distribute it all across the chasm. It's funneled below the palace and into a cistern beneath the Great Temple. Some of it flows down into another cistern beneath the villas, and the rest is funneled to the shrine of Proserpina, where it fills the lake, and allows us to fish and farm.
If they bring water into the city, could we use them to escape?
Hey, not so loud. Just talking about that could anger the gods for all we know. I'm not saying it's impossible, but you'd have to find a way inside somehow. Just, please, try to be a bit more discreet about it.
I apologize. Oh. I will give it a go.
Oh, I'm glad you
Find
asked.
a way in.
Some of these shrines were constructed hundreds of years ago, which means Romans have been arriving here for at least that long. But there's one thing that puzzles me. The oldest shrine in this avenue isn't Roman at all. It's Greek.
Yeah? Really? That is weird. What? Greek could be here as well?
I'm not sure. It could mean that the Romans, who first started building here, were just copying Greek architecture, which they do all the time. Or it could mean that there were Greeks living and worshipping here before the Romans arrived. Which begs the interesting question, who really built this place? And could it be far older than any of us imagine? If only there was a way we could talk to the people who came here before us. The stories they could tell.
Let's talk about something else.
Of course.
Do you know a way to get out of here? Potentially?
You wouldn't believe how often the new ones ask that question.
Every
But
time.
I tell you the same thing I tell everyone else. There are much worse places to live out your days. You might have a few sleepless nights thinking about the Golden Rule, but once you get used to the fear, knowing that a single slip-up could cost you everything, it's not too bad. Nothing new to me, anyway. Oh, I just mean I grew up in the Batavi tribe, far to the north in Novio Magus, and learned to expect a bit of hostility. They weren't nearly as tolerant as the Romans.
What do you think about the Golden Rule?
Some people say it's divine, the work of a god, but I'm not so sure. It just seems so flawed to me. Like it's distinctly human. I mean, once you've been here long enough, you'll notice people doing things that just seem so wrong to you. But this so-called god doesn't seem to care, which means one of two things. Either you don't know the difference between right and wrong, or this unknown god doesn't. And I'm pretty sure I know the difference. Do you?
I think so. I think I do.
Good. Then I hope you'll agree that there are only two ways of dealing with unfair rulers. The first is to leave. The second is to remove the ruler from power. And it seems leaving may not be an option.
That is dangerous talk for sure.
Perhaps not. But that's just my point. With this god, who knows? It's best if I say no more, but I hope you'll give it some thought.
What's he trying to say right now? What is he trying to say? I noticed graffiti? What does it mean?
Oh, it means someone thinks I'm a sinner, and that I'm going to break the golden rule. Look, I haven't done anything wrong, if that's what you're thinking. Somebody just has a problem with my preference for male company. Hey, nothing gets by you, huh? Sorry, that was mean. Yes, I like men. And when you grow up in the north, as I did, in the city of Noviomagos, you expect a bit of hostility. The Batavi are not known for their tolerance. I saw enough friends killed or driven away to know the cost of not keeping your personal affairs to yourself. So I hid who I was for, what was it, nearly 10 years?
Wow.
Watching what I said and where I looked. But that kind of fear eats away at you slowly, until living isn't any better than the thing you were afraid of. Needless to say, since I'm now living underground, halfway across the known world, with an assumed name, my openness didn't go down well among the enlightened folk of the Batavi. Nice of you to say, but not necessary. In any case, the Romans are far more accepting, and among them, I get to be who I am. Or at least, I thought that was the case. It seems I was wrong. It's not just graffiti. I have quite the collection of handwritten notes too. The strange thing is, I keep my personal affairs to myself. I've never really been interested in any of the men here. Not my type. So I'm not sure what I could have done to upset this person. If I had to guess, I'd say it's probably one of those cultists.
Cultists? What?
Strange bunch. They insist there's only one god, and that he considers my nature a sin. Can you believe that? If there are any of them here, they won't admit it. Not since they supposedly burnt down half of Rome last year and went into hiding. All I know is, if these threats keep escalating, eventually my secret admirer is going to cross a line and break the golden rule.
I should probably look into that.
What? Really? I didn't expect that. But thanks. It's always a pleasure to meet someone so selfless. I'm glad you arrived when you did. I'd start by figuring out who the cultists are. Or maybe ask around among the merchants here. Someone who lives or works in the forum must have seen something. But if you find them, please don't hurt or humiliate them. I suspect they're just confused.
I'll get right on it. See
Come
what I
back
can do.
and let me know what you find.
So we can ask all the merchants. Okay. See if they've got any clue on this cultist. So I didn't realise he was gay. Incredibly brave to come out back then, let alone now. People are brave coming out.
Salve.
Damn. Right, let's ask
Greetings and salutations.
the tradesmen.
Hello again, my sartorial
Hello,
friend.
my friend. How you doing?
This is troubling, is it not? I'm afraid I have no idea. It is ridiculous, though. Virgil is a fine man.
He seems like a good guy.
But my young friend Fabia confided in me that she saw someone leaving graffiti on his shop front last night. Perhaps you should ask her about it.
Okay, thank you.
I hope that our paths cross again soon, my friend.
A nice guy. Nice guy asking questions. You hiding?
Help! You have to do something.
What's going
A
on
man
now?
arrived in the baths. A real nasty sort, with his face all covered up. And he's got a weapon. You have to do something, or he's going to break the golden rule.
A new intruder? I'll get right on it. I don't have a weapon, though. That is true.
Thank you. He's still in there, somewhere. I have to hide. Find me in this empty shrine when it's over.
No. Maybe we shouldn't meet in there?
What? We don't have time for this. I have to go. Ugh.
I bet she dies. Oh no. So a new person is here.
It's collapsing.
Oh no. Ah. Shoot. I mean... Ah. I mean, did you not read the note? Wow. Sorry, I'm a bit taken back by that. Someone might be in here. With a weapon. And covered in blood. Okay.
Stop right there. I'm looking for Tiberius Quinctius Christmas, otherwise known as Quinctius. Do you know where he is?
I don't know of that person, sorry.
I'm
Wrong
not
place.
sure I believe that, so allow me to explain something to you.
Okay.
I am here with orders from Emperor Nero himself to find and execute the cultist Quinctius for terrible crimes against the Empire. So, if you tell me the truth, I will allow you to live. But if you lie to me or otherwise obstruct the Emperor's business in any way, I will put this arrow through your chest. Is that understood?
I swear I wasn't lying.
You are not off to a good start. When I ask you a question, I expect an answer.
Sorry.
Is that understood?
Yes, got it. You're being unreasonable. Oh, should we keep pushing this?
I would choose my next words more carefully if I were you. Is that understood?
I'm afraid... I'm not afraid of you. I am a bit afraid, though, because I have no weapon. Got it.
Thank you.
Got it.
Now tell me, who are you people, and what is this place?
It's just a community of strangers who wound up here by accident. Why don't you put that bow down and come in and see for yourself?
Oh, how very welcoming of you. You want me to let my guard down, is that it? You're not going to get your claws into me. I was told Quinctius was a cultist, but I never thought he'd be foolish enough to lead me right to the heart of his mystery cult.
This is not a cult, mate. You got the wrong idea.
You say that, but if you're not a cult, then why go to such great lengths to keep this place a secret?
Jesus. We go around in circles for days right now. I'm still looking for a way out. We're not keeping it a secret. We're all trapped in here.
So you admit you're not allowed to leave?
Oh my god. We can't leave if we want. We can't. Well, yes. Oh, Jesus. I'm in a trap here. It's not that we're not allowed to leave. We physically can't leave. There's no way out.
Threatening me is not going to help you.
Oh my
But
god.
in any case, that sounds an awful lot like a cult to
Oh,
me.
shut up.
And I saw the inscription saying, "The many shall suffer for the sins of the one." I take it this is some kind of mantra you all believe?
Yes, because it's true. It's not a mantra, it's a warning.
A distinction without a difference. You've clearly been indoctrinated into this
Oh my
nonsense.
god.
Now tell me, where did you lot get enough gold to make all these statues?
They were once people. Yep. They got turned into gold as punishment.
You lot are practicing human sacrifice too. You people disgust
Oh my
me.
god. I'm in a loop here, guys, and I can't get out. You're distorting what I said. We didn't turn them to gold. A god did it. I can't say that.
Yes, yes, because I'm the real villain here. It's
Yes.
all clear to me now.
You're the one with the
secret
bow.
sanctuary, the indoctrination, the mantra, the human sacrifice. You're cultists. There's no doubt in my mind. What baffles me is how a person can believe in something with such zeal. They just can't see what they've become. However, you still have a chance to redeem yourself by telling me where Quintius is. Do not waste it.
I don't know where he is. Do we know where he is? I don't remember the name at all. I have no idea who or where he is. Can you tell me about this Quintius?
Very well. Here's what I know. He's a 40 to 50-year-old man with distinctive eyes, one green and one blue.
Oh.
He's also known to have delusions of grandeur. The Emperor says he and his cult, your cult, are responsible for starting the fire which burnt half of Rome to the ground and killed thousands in the process.
Melius. Oh, that's the first time that's popped up. So maybe I don't know the ins and outs. Maybe the Emperor caused it, potentially? Potentially? But that does sound like Melius.
Who are you to challenge what the Emperor says? Were you there? Do you have spies and scouts all over Rome, like he does? No, you do not. This is your last chance. Are you going to tell me where he is or not?
I have a slight clue who it is, but that's not an option.
Then you're of no use to me.
No.
Do you have any last words?
Jesus Christ, you're an idiot. Oh, God. You said you wouldn't kill me if I told you the truth. If you fire the arrow, everyone here is going to die. You have no idea what you're in for. I don't say. I'm telling you the truth.
And there's a simple explanation for that.
Oh, you did lie.
I lied.
Oh.
But if you want to know the truth before you die, here it is.
Okay.
Once I'm done with you and Quintius, I intend to kill every last one of you wretched degenerates.
Oh.
And I can think of nothing I'd enjoy more.
Oh.
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
Stupid assassin! Run, run. What madness is this? Run through. Keep running. Keep running. They're alive. Sentius? Is he running? Is that Sentius up there? Get back in the portal! I must live! Into the portal again. That was madness. I was in a loop there, guys. I could not get out of it. I would love to see some of the options, whether I could have convinced him. That would have been very intriguing. He's not going to speak to me again, is he? Oh, no, don't.
Salve, friend. I'm Galerian.
No, we've already done this. There you go. You can literally just tell him.
Yulia? Oh no.
I've got to restart the whole day again.
I'll go, but once I'm done, I'll need you to tell me how you know all of this.
It's fine, don't worry. So he's going to save Lucius, is it? So we're good on that front. Do we have the zipline still? I don't know. Oh, I do. Yay! I love the zipline. So satisfying. Yeah, the whole day has begun again. Oh, man. So he's going to give the ingredients to the remedy.
Don't you just love springtime?
I do.
Lucretia, no time to explain. I'm supposed to give you the Sylphium resin for Yulia.
What? Quick, give it here.
It works.
I'm just going to help her swallow this. I think she's going to be alright. Galerius, you're amazing. How did you know?
I was just doing what
What if I
the
can save that guy from committing suicide? I wonder. Let's have a look. I'm gonna give it a go. Grumble, grumble, grumble. You literally the whole day has started again. That is a tiny bit crazy. And can we maybe try and stop this assassin somehow? What are you running off to?
Today is a sad day.
Has he already committed suicide? She will guide you. Guide me where? Should I have followed her? Damn. Has he already committed suicide? He has. Where's she running off to? Damn, maybe I should have followed. Ah, shoot. Whee! Yeah, for some reason the suicide is still done. Do I have the key? Nope, I don't. I will take the key. Thank you. Man, this game is mad. I've never played anything like this game ever, and I love it. It's so good. It's crazy. I wonder if there was a way to convince...
Welcome.
Hello. I wonder if there was a way to convince the assassin.
Salve.
Oh yeah, you do not want to go in there.
Help! You have
I
to do
promise you.
something. You have to do something, or he's gonna break the...
Alright. How? I don't have a weapon.
None of us do. The magistrate made us throw them all into the chasm. So now this man's bow is the only one in the city. You'll just have to improvise.
What can I do?
Thank
I don't know what I can do. No, don't do it. Do not go in there.
What? Why?
Just trust me, please.
All right,
Yes.
fine. Come and
There
find
we
me my
go.
bakery instead. Please be careful.
We saved her. She might be essential, maybe. I don't know. Can I go in there? Or maybe I make the assassin go in there. Oh. Find me. I don't know where you are. Is the assassin guy going to turn up again? Man, this game is insane. My brain is melting. It hurts. Yeah, there we go. I saw him wash in that small shrine inside the city. Second building on the left.
Thank you.
There we go.
For your service to the Empire, I'll let you live for now.
Yes.
But you'd best make
This is
sure
gonna be
our paths
hilarious.
don't cross again.
Oh, I'm going to watch this and enjoy. And I'm wondering if I can grab that bow. Maybe. This is hilarious. Oh, I'm going to enjoy this. Oh yeah, don't read the sign, by the way. Can I take the sign down? Oh, can you leave it? Damn it. Hopefully you can't read. Oh, this is going to be joyful. Absolutely joyful. Goodbye, Mr. Assassin. Goodbye. Oh, no.
Filthy, lying degenerate.
Oh. And there we go. Ha ha ha. And there is my bow. This is a great time to end this episode. See you guys soon. Thank you guys for watching. This game is incredible. It's blowing my mind. And I love it. Bye-bye.